today we'll be focusing on that, of how do we prepare ourselves for returning and for recovery from a few months of, holding time for ourselves. And so there might be a little bit of fear, a little bit of confusion, a little bit of doubt of how we return again to the society, and how do we be in harmony with ourselves and others. So that will be our core practice today for the return and recovery. Okay, so finding your seat, and before we begin, we're just gonna pop our music on. So for those of you just joining us, we have the playlist ready, copy paste on the message. You're welcome just to check it out, and I'll be counting 1, 2, 3. We'll press the music together just so we can sink in that movement and a little bit melody in the background. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3 and start. 1, 2, 3, start. Okay, so we're starting from our sitting position, whatever that feels right for you, either on your cross-legged position or on your hero pose. Knees together, heels down onto the ground. And we'll just place your palms here back to your shoulders. Allow your elbows here to extend to the side. So allow you to find this long spine, including the front of your body, lengthening. Beautiful. As you inhale here, drawing your elbows forward, almost touching together. And exhale here to lift up, back, and exhale. Beautiful. We're just going to continue in here, a few more rounds here, to opening the front body and the back of the shoulders. One more round. And exhale to release. Place your palms down onto your lap, your seat, and just allow your palms here to turn up. And start to close down the eyes if you haven't already, softening your breath, deepening your breath. And just allow a moment here to sinking your breath into your seat. Sensing the wave of the thoughts that might entering and going out in today's practice. Observing them and watching them during the practice today. When the thoughts comes, noticing the thoughts as thoughts. And returning mindfully back to your breath. Again, we're just checking with our front body as you start to lift up the heart center, shoulder drawing back and down, lengthening the back of your spine, and grounding into your seat. This seat here is comfortable, cozy, and effortless. And allow the palms to turn up towards the ceiling to rest on top of your lap. Now it's time to focusing with this internal breath. As you started to inhale through the nose, we inhale for a count of 4. Pause at the top of your head for a second. And exhale again for a count of 4 to release. Sinking the belly, soften the shoulders, and allow for air to release. Again, pause again here after your exhalation. Inhale for a count of 4 as you're starting to activate your oxygen here to flow through from the front of your belly, chest, top of the crown of your head. Pause for 1 count. And at your own pace as you exhale for a count of 4. As you exhale again, to squeeze the toxins out, release the stress. And pause again here after your exhalation. Just allowing one final round here. Deep breathing, inhale for 4. run out of breath, just keep that inhalation, maybe one more inhalation to bring up to the top of your crown. A little pausing, observing this retention of your breath. As you exhale, releasing the full breath out. And following your final pause here, still observing and watching this stopping, pausing moment. Wonderful. And returning to your natural breath. And just a moment here to checking again with our internal landscape. The internal landscape. Could be your lungs, could be your stomach, your chest. All the organs inside of this temple, this body. How can we honor this body at this moment? And bring the palms back into the heart center. Close each fingertips here, resting in front of the heart. And just leave a little space for your both palms as well. Allow this energy from the heart to enter into your healing hands. I'm sensing the left palm, our feminine side, that is soft, genuine, intuitive. And now watching and sensing the right palm, the masculine side of us, that is strong, lots of strength, active. And now we're joining this gap in between the palms and gently rubbing the hands, rubbing the fingertips, creating a nice gentle friction. Oh, cupping the palms back into your eyes, covering here for a moment. Resting your eyes into the palms, take a deep breath in. Allow the exhalation here to sigh out. Again, bring the palms back into the heart center. One more rub. This time we can create a little bit stronger, faster speed. Wonderful. So how do we prepare ourselves for a return and recovery? We'll bring these intuitive hands into your full body. Maybe started from the top of your crown. A gentle tapping, connecting your healing hands to the top of your crown, your wisdom, and back to your face. Release all these facial muscles with that intensity, especially your jaw, and moving downward to the center of your chest, the heart center to fill with the feelings of intuition. Lowering down to the digestive system with all the juicy organs here digesting and creating fire for us to manifest our dreams into actions. And bringing the palms back to the lower body in the back, noticing this life force of the spine, the door of life, where everything started to manifest. Sensing the hips, left side, both sides. We're tapping downward towards your lower body, from the thighs to the knees, to your lower legs, and then under to your feet. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to return to your seat again. Open your eyes if you haven't already. Now we're going to bring your both arms reaching upward towards the sky, opening the fingertips, lengthen the spine, gaze up. Good, on your exhalation, we're going to gently twist over to the right side. Finding your left hand on top of your right leg, right fingertips behind your hip. Inhale, reaching the arms up high, gazing up to the ceiling. Exhale, gentle twist over left side. Changing direction here, twist onto the back of your shoulders. Keep the spine as lengthening as you can. Wonderful, and come back to the center, reaching the arms up high again. On your exhalation, bring your hands interlaced behind your lower back. As you come up here, we'd like to leave the hip away from the heels and start to stretch the arms away, extend the arms all the way back. Good, as you exhale, releasing and sit back and down. Releasing the arms up high, inhale. Exhale, dropping your arms extended forward and tap down to your child's pose. Inhale again to reach and lift your hip up high, come up to your long spine. Exhale, hip bone back and down to meet your heels. Shankasana, drop your chest, sliding forward. Inhale, turn your hip up high, gazing up towards the top of your fingers. Exhale, hips bone down to your heels and slide your arms forward. Wonderful, we're taking 2 more rounds here, just to prepare our hip to rise up and to lower down into child's pose. 1 more round. On your final round here, simply drop your arms and returning your arms next to your legs. Bring your forehead down to find this connection with the floor, with the earth underneath. And taking a moment here to resting into our first grounding pose, child's pose. Extending the spine, connecting the forehead downward to sense the temperature underneath. 1 more full breath here. Wonderful. As you inhale, reaching the arms forward and we're supporting ourselves back up to tabletop. As we come back to tabletop, finding open fingertips, open the knees, shoulder width apart. So finding our cat stretch here. As you inhale, we're going to tail your tailbone up, melting the head down, leave your chin forward. Exhale, bring your chin in, round the back, tailbone folding in. Inhale, opening to find this nice extension. Exhale, allow the contraction here to hold for a moment. Beautiful. Again, just a few more rounds here. Maybe starting to sensing a little bit movement along the shoulders, along the hip. You're welcome to create a gentle movement into your rounding, circulating, but still keep opening into your expansion and contraction in your cat and cow. Whatever way, whatever direction that feels right for you, we're just allowing 2 more cycles in your own intuitive breath, in your own body expression. Wonderful. And final round here, we'll return into tabletop. So from here, place your palms down firmly, extending your right leg all the way back. Now checking the back of the leg, just not too high, not too low, just along the spine line. Now we're going to bring forward, as you're gazing forward here, square your hip. Wonderful. As you inhale, lengthen the elbows. Exhale, we're going to bend your right knee into your nose. Hold here for a second. Inhale here, extension, gaze forward, square your hip. Exhale, bending in, nose to your knee. Inhale here, extension forward. Exhale, bending in. 2 more last time. Just take your time here to find this lengthening and contracting movement. 1 last round. On your last round here, we're going to slide your right toes forward. So come down to our low lunge. As you come here, we're going to lengthening the spine again as you reach the arms up high to salute to the sun. Clasp your hands together, bring your palms back down to the heart center. Inhale here, lengthen the spine. Exhale, we're going to twist over to the right side. Left elbow outside your right knee joint and then gazing towards the back. And pausing here for 2 more breaths here, sensing the balance in between your left palm and the right palm. 1 more breath. Wonderful, and gently returning as you bring your hands back down to the earth. Right foot step back. Drop your right knee. And now changing direction, bring your palms under your shoulders. Now inhale, gonna extend the left leg all the way back, gazing forward, square your hip. Exhale, bend your left knee into your nose, squeezing into your core. Inhale, extension, opening and gaze forward. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, extension as you open again to lengthen. Exhale, find a gentle squeeze. 1 more last round. Wonderful, we're going to slide your left foot forward and come down to our low lunge. As you inhale, reaching the arms up high, salute to the sun, clasp your hands together above the crown. Exhale, lowering down to the heart center. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, we're going to twist over to the left side. Right elbow outside your left knee. From this point, bringing your both palms right into the center a bit more, right in front of your left chest. And twist again to gaze back. Taking a moment here, pausing, sensing the energy in between your left and the right side. And as you exhale, releasing the hands back down to the floor. So from here, we're going to roll your left knee back and finding your tabletop. Wonderful. And from here, walking your palms to the top of your mat. We're getting ready to rise back up. So tucking the both toes under. And a moment here to sinking your hip back to your heels, extending your arms as long as you can. And now a moment here, we're going to slide forward onto your chest, onto the floor. And maybe gaze forward onto your chin, come down to Anahasana, melting at heart position. And just allow your heart here to sink in deeper into the floor space. Maybe there's more space for your arm to extend forward. Wonderful, and gently we're going to come back by rolling the palms back and place them to the top of your mat so we have space, tucking the toes, and gently to roll our tailbone back up to the ceiling. Downward facing dog. As we come up here, just taking a moment to walk your feet, roll the hip, bending the elbows, or finding this targeting of where you place your palms onto. Noticing your thumb and index finger that we're creating an L shape. This is the L shape we'll press onto, and noticing the pinky finger and your index finger here, there's a little bit of arch space. So where we're pressing the palms, we create space for us to find that foundation. The thumb finger, index finger, press down, and noticing the arch in between your palms. Now a moment here, after your exploration of your feet, we're finding this stillness with your heels down, drawing your chest downward towards the floor, maybe bending the knees, just gently here to micro bending. And then lifting your tailbone up high a little bit more. Good, allow the exhalation to lower your heels down as close as it can be. Wonderful. And then from here, we're going to gently roll forward, finding plank. Shoulders above the wrist. Exhale, lower your heels back and down, finding downward dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. And just taking a moment here to find that forward and backward movement here to encourage this opening and stretching onto the back of your hamstrings. Sensing the back of your leg. How do they feel at this moment? One more breath here. Beautiful. And from here, finding high plank. Lower your hip back and down a little bit more. Elbow turning in front of your chest. Good. On your exhalation, we're going to gently bending the elbows and lowering down. Chaturanga Dandasana. As you inhale, bring your palms to the side. Fingertips press down. And tap your feet down firmly as you inhale, lifting the upper chest. And just keep your elbow micro bending for a moment for the first round. Drawing our attention and our breath to the back of your spine, especially at your lumbar region. And exhale, lowering your belly down. Good, palms back next to your rib cage, tucking the back toes. Transitioning child's pose is there for you. Otherwise, Adho Mukha Savasana, rise back up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, just taking a couple moments here to explore your beautiful hips, beautiful shoulders, sensing your belly button. Maybe your breath. Okay, and before we rise up back again, we're just gonna find downward dog. Heels down and drawing your right foot up high towards the sky. Opening through your leg, three-legged dog. Wonderful. Now we're gonna step your right foot forward. And this time we're gonna finding your right palm placing onto your inner right foot. And we're gonna dropping the back foot to the side to a 90 degrees. As you press down here, swing your left arm up high as you gaze up. First option, stay here. Second option, binding your left hand onto the lower back behind you. Maybe your right hand here can connect as you're starting to bind your fingertips together. Okay, for those of you in second option, we're going to open the left shoulder a bit higher and gaze towards the back. And just pausing here for a moment into your deep breathing. Left foot connected, rooting down to the earth. Wonderful. And now gently unbinding your hands, place your right hand down into the same space. Left hand swing up high, returning to your option 1. Good, and gently walking your both hands toward the center. And bring your feet together as you turn your feet together, heels out. Good. Now grounding your heels as wide as you can. Now from here, we're going to bend the knees and returning your arms up high to goddess pose. Exhale, bending the elbow to the side and bend the knees a little bit more. Good. Inhale, reaching the arms up high. Exhale, bend the knees and opening your back, opening your elbows. Wonderful. Inhale here, lengthen. Exhale, opening, a gentle back bending. Beautiful goddesses, 2 more rounds here. Allow your exhalation here to release. 1 more round. Beautiful. Bring your palms back to the heart center. Good. And checking your feet here now. Now we're going to bring your heels slightly closer but not too close. Just right in the middle. And then from here, we're going to reaching your arms forward. And then gently to roll your chin, chest forward and lengthening your knees as well. Okay, bring your toes in, heels out. Now we're going to landing your hands down to the floor. Maybe you're touching the floor on your fingertips. Maybe on your blocks. Wherever you are, just a moment here, pausing. Breathing into these firming legs and your heels. And then for those of you who like to go a bit further, we can start to drop your elbows down in between the heels and the floor. Maybe for those of you who like to touch your hands together in between the heels, place your palms down shoulder width apart. Maybe drop your crown. And just creating this nice triangle shape with your crown in the middle, heels to the side. Good, and we can let go of your arms extended towards the back in between your heels. And just a moment here to breathe into your forward fold. Bending. Wonderful. We're going to bring your palms back again. And as we return, soften your both knees by micro bending the knees. And bring your arms back, clench your hands, returning to the heart center and using the force to rise back up. Good, and now we're going to reverse your arms, returning, and then come forward to find your downward dog. Step your feet together. Good, and then from here, finding high plank. On your exhalation again, bending the elbows, and slowly we're going to count to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Finding your chaturanga. Inhale here, tap your feet down and place your hands and lift up upper chest a bit higher this time. And just a moment again to pause and breathe into your lumbar region in your lower back. Good, on your exhalation, draw in your chest forward. Place your palms to your rib, tuck the toes. Child's pose is there for you, otherwise right up, downward facing dog, exhale fully. And taking a couple breaths here again, just to regenerate your breath. Whether it's slow or fast, light or deep. Wonderful. Return from downward facing dog. Join your left foot up high, opening to 3-legged dog. As you're bending your left knee in, join your left foot forward. We're finding our head lunge. Okay, we're going to draw your back foot to side 90 degrees. And once you're ready, you're going to place your left hand onto your inner left foot. Now, swaying your right arm up high as you gaze up. Good, a moment here, second option. Lowering your right hand, binding behind your back. Maybe finding your left hand here under your left knee. Interlace your fingers behind your back. And then opening, lift up your higher right shoulder. Gazing to the back. Wonderful. And just keep your back foot here really firm and rooting down towards the earth. One more breath here. Okay, nice one. We're going to gently unbinding your left hand. Landing your left hand onto your inner left foot. And I'm going to swing your right arm up high by bending forward onto your front knee. Good. And gently you're going to reverse your arms to come back. And turning yourself to the other side. Bring your toes in again. Heels out. We're going to come forward to forward for bending. So when you're ready, arms reach forward, clasp your hands. Bending the knees. Inhale here, opening the shoulders. Exhale, we're going to fall forward. Ground the heels down, lengthen the knees. And finding another way here to return to this forward fold bending. Either bring your palms down to the earth or bring the palms in between the heels. Once you find more space, we're starting to extend the spine and exhale, lowering your crown down to a space that you feel supportive. Maybe on the ground, maybe not. Maybe in the air as you gaze forward. For the extensive version, if you're already here, you like to create this tripod position, you can place your hands a bit more closer, shoulder width apart, in between the heels. Pressing the palms down, grounding the crown. And today we are not coming up to the tripod stand. We're just preparing ourselves to know where is the foundation of our body. The crown of the head, the palms, and your feet. Wonderful, and gently we're going to come back up again as you leave your crown. Bring your palms forward, bend the knees. Maybe return your palms to your heart center. And as you inhale here to open, lengthening. Exhale, bending the elbows, noticing your goddess pose. Lean back just so gently. Inhale here, lengthening. Goddess pose here, exhale, open the elbows and lean back. Good, inhale here, regenerate your full breath and exhale. 2 more rounds. One more round here. Beautiful, inhale, lengthening. Reverse your arms to come forward. And you know what, to define your downward dog. Step your feet back. And finding high plank. Again, we're going to lower it down into chaturanga. As you exhale, we're going to slowly bending the elbows and lowering down in your own count. Beautiful. As you're lowering down this time, you can come up to upward facing dog, lengthening the spine and drawing your thighs away from the floor. And shoulder drawing back, elbow towards the front of your rib. Good. Whether you are here or on the floor, doesn't matter. Exhale, child's pose is there for you, or downward facing dog. Taking a couple breaths here again, just to prepare ourselves to notice where we are at this moment. This consistency of checking within. Checking within. Beautiful. Now from here, we're going to join your right foot up high. Bending your right knee in. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, knee to your nose, drawing a bit closer. One more, inhale, opening towards the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Now sliding your right foot forward. As you come forward here, allow you to bring your right hand just about 10 centimeters forward in front of your right foot. And now we're going to balancing onto your right foot and then come up to our half moon pose. So as using your right hand supporting you, left hand onto your hip and lift up the back of your leg. Maybe gazing to the side or back. Good, and from here just noticing your right knee, if you can soften a little bit more to create this bouncing micro bending position. And then you can find your position here to balance and still this position. Half moon. Wonderful. And from here, you can also stay here for a couple more breaths Or maybe start to bending your left knee, finding your left hand onto the heel. And maybe opening your left shoulder a bit more towards the ceiling as you gaze back. Good, on your exhalation, we're going to drawing your left foot down gently. And finding pyramid pose, bring your toes forward. Inhale, lengthening the spine. Exhale, ground the back heels and drawing your nose towards your knee. Again, inhale here to lengthen the spine. Checking in your toes, pointing the same direction. Exhale, drawing your chest forward. Now we're going to just rest here for a moment. Sensing your shaking leg. Micro bending the front knee if needs to. Wonderful, and now we're going to drawing your hands forward. And then place your palms down. We're going to gently step onto your right foot and hovering your left foot very slowly to join onto your feet. Good, and now heels together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, ground the heels, forward fold. Again, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Wonderful, from here, palms press down, bend the knee. Gently step or jump back. Finding high plank. Exhale, lowering down, chaturanga right away. Inhale, upward facing dog. Lifting the shoulders back, elbow turning in. Now returning, exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a couple breaths here, checking your palms, checking your heels. One more full breath. Good, and from here, left reach up towards the sky, opening. Exhale, bend your left knee into your nose. Inhale again, opening. Exhale into your nose. One more time, inhale, opening. Exhale into your nose. Good, I'm going to slide your left foot forward. And just a moment here, drawing your left foot to the back. So we're going to come up differently on this side. When you're ready, bring yourself to come up to a high lunge. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, we're going to fold forward. Just a moment here to bring your hands closer. And then bend the back knee and step forward a little bit more to find half moon. So we're entering this direction differently just to see where you are with your balance. Maybe your left hand, again, to lean forward in front of your left foot. Right hand onto your right hip. And just noticing this balance on the other side. Might be slightly a bit more imbalanced like me. And that's okay. We're going to bend the knee. And challenging your right hand to find the back of your heel. Maybe gazing back to find your half moon. One more breath here. Good, and gently release. And bring your right foot down. Bring them a bit closer, toes pointing forward. Inhale here, lengthen the spine, ground the heels. Exhale, soften the front knee as we gaze forward and bring your nose to your knee. Pyramid pose here. We're resting here for 2 more breaths. Noticing your shaking leg. One more breath here. Wonderful, and from here, walking your hands forward a little bit more. Bend the front knee. And take a moment here to step back or jump back. Finding high plank. On your exhalation, lowering down, chaturanga right away. Inhale, bhujangasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Again, recovering breaths here. Now we're going to pause here for 5 breaths. So we're taking 5 breaths here for you again to explore your body. Moving, stillness, breath in, breath out. And noticing this pausing, you might come to turn of wanted to rest, and that's okay. Knowing that child's pose is there for you to find that resting pose. One more full breath here. Wonderful. From here, downward facing dog, returning if you haven't already. Now we're going going to draw your right foot up high, opening towards the sky. Good, on your exhalation, bring your right knee forward. And from here, just a moment here to tap your back foot down to low lunge. Release your back foot. Inhale here, drawing your hands forward, join your wrist. And it's time to opening your spine. And exhale, opening your elbows. Inhale again to roll your chin forward. Exhale back, circulating your breath. Inhale, extending your arms forward. Exhale, opening. 2 more rounds here. One more last round. Beautiful, landing your arms forward. Hands down, tuck the back toes. Right foot step back. High plank. Now from here, exhalation, lowering down your own way, chaturanga. And go through your floor. We're going to return to downward facing dog. From here, left foot reach up towards the sky. On your exhalation, we're going to draw your left foot forward and find ourselves in low lunge. Release the back leg. Arms together, wrists together, forward in front of your chest. And exhale, time to roll back, opening. Inhale here, lengthening chin, tuck in. Exhale, swing back. Again, inhale, extending the arms forward. Exhale, back. 2 more rounds. And just sensing the other side as well of how we come into this position. Is there any shaking, balance or imbalance? And now I'm going to bring your hands forward on your last round and tuck the back toes. Left foot step back. Good, and from here we're going to gently lowering down for count of 5. Exhale, chaturanga, bending the elbows, letting the belly down. Good, as you join your belly down, bring your hands under your thigh bones. So just allow your palms to turn up and drawing your thighs onto your palms and rest your shoulders, resting onto your chin. And take a moment here, we're going to raise your right leg up. Just your right leg, away from the floor. Good, exhale, lowering your right foot down. Now this time, inhale, drawing your left foot up high above the ground. Keep your hips on the ground as much as you can. And exhale down. Changing direction, rotating your right foot up. Exhale down. Left foot, inhale, roll your left foot up. Exhale down. Good. This time we're going to bring your both legs up. Make sure your palms are comfortable. Now inhale, bring your chin down to the floor, drawing your shoulders down and lift your back legs as high as you can. Keep your chin again on the ground as much as you can. You might see me sometimes lifting my chin. It is simply because I want to speak properly with you. Make sure you can hear me. But ideally, you bring the chin down, roll the shoulders down. One more breath here. Good, and gently release the heels down. Now bring your palms under the shoulders. And then gently to lift your upper chest, we're going to lower your elbows down to find our cobra pose. So open the palms and elbows shoulder width apart. Taking your heels down towards the floor. Maybe bring the heels together or opening slightly. Grounding the feet to the earth. And then we're going to gently just stay here for a few more breaths here in cobra pose. Either close down the eyes or slightly lifting your chin upward to stimulate the gland on our throat, the thyroid gland. Circulate this internal breath here from the digestive system point of view to the back of your spine. One more full breath. Wonderful. On your exhalation, simply roll your chin forward and draw your chest down. And I'd like you to bring your hands to rest next to your thigh bones. And then turn one side of your face to the floor, drawing your shoulders down. One breath here, resting. And now lifting your chin to the other side. Resting. Beautiful. Bring your chin back to the center. Palms next to your rib. And as we return, tuck the toes. And rise back up, taking your time to bend the knees and lift your tailbone up high. Downward facing dog. Good, and from here, we're gonna gently bend the knees, look forward. We're gonna jump forward using the core of our belly and sit down onto your sit bone. So see how you go. Bring your palms down to the floor firmly, and then bend the knees, and we're gonna jump forward and cross your leg, sit down. All right, so we're gonna find your long legs in your sitting pose. Hopefully you're still here well. And then we're gonna bring your hips side to side to find the center of your sit bone. Little swaying. Good, and heels down onto the ground, bring your arms reach up. Join your thumb fingers together. On your exhalation, we're gonna pull your belly towards the back of your spine. And then lowering your hands down to find the support of your hands, either on your toes, your heels, or your feet. Good, inhale again here to adjusting. Gaze forward. On your exhalation, pull your belly to the back of your spine and fold. And now just simply rest here without any pulling, no stress. Allow your shoulders here to be drawing away from your ears. Elbows relax. Lower back relax. And the front of your navel center activated at this moment. One more breath. Beautiful, and gently returning, releasing the hands and returning to your long spine. So from here, allow you to bend your knees, open them shoulder width apart, and start to slide ourselves to the center of your mat so we can lie down onto our back. Okay, as we lie down to your back here, just give yourself a moment to bring your feet shoulder width apart and join them a bit closer towards your hips. Knees pointing up, palms resting to the side. Shoulder rolling back and down and chin tucked in. Good, and from here, allow you to grab your hands to find the back of your heels. Just a nice measurement to see where we are. And now you can drop your palms to the side next to your heels. Ground your feet, inhale here, like to pull the belly up towards the ceiling and sensing your pelvis gradually rise back towards the ceiling. Now chin tucking to your throat, shoulder drawing back and down to connect with the earth energy. That is grounding, supportive. Good. On your final exhalation, releasing your lower back downward towards the earth. Wonderful, and from here we're going to bend your knees to your chest using one hand to grab onto your wrist and just locking here for a moment in stillness, or perhaps you lie a little swaying. Maybe you like to rocking side to side, to the left, to the right. Wonderful, and we're going to bring your feet down again, pulling your knees up towards the ceiling. And now we're going to place your right foot, especially your right ankle, on top of your left knee. Just resting here. And just checking again with this expansion of your right hip flexor. How does this serve you? If there's more deeper space, you can go forward. We're going to gently lifting your left foot away from the floor. A gentle lifting. Now interlace your fingers under your left thigh. And just starting to pulling your left knee a bit closer towards your chest. Again, you're welcome to find stillness here or gentle wiggle side to side. And since today is a shorter class, we are not going to stay for too long here. Just notice you have freedom to find your stillness or movement. Wonderful, gently releasing the hands, drawing your left foot down. And then lock your right foot. Good, and changing direction here, left foot. Place your left ankle on top of your right knee. And checking in the left hip flexor this time. And breathing into the left side. If there's more space for you, start to lift your right foot away from the floor. Interlace your fingers and drawing your right thigh into your chest, either in stillness or gentle rocking. Wonderful. Gently releasing your right foot back and down, and lock your left foot. Good, and from here, we're just gonna send your heels outward towards the ceiling, inviting your happy baby pose. Hands either outside your ankles, your feet, maybe your elbows like to tuck into the both sides of your knee joints, or allow your elbow to come out, up to you. And just finding a moment here to fully embrace your breath. Allow your spine to find its own place to rest on hung, and allow your chin to tuck in a little bit more. Stillness or gentle movement side to side. We'll just pause here for a moment in your position, in happy baby pose. Taking your time, we can gently releasing your feet down now, either in butterfly pose, to join your feet together, opening your knees to the side. Maybe you'd like to place your hands on top of your belly to listen into your belly breath. Shoulder drawing back, adjusting again with your chin, tucking to your throat. And just a moment of resting. Take your time, you can start into releasing the soles of the feet to a wider Shavasana position, to drop your heels, drop your legs, or perhaps today you have a prop you like to support yourself in your final realization pose. You're welcome to. And just pop up anything that you may need, socks or nice feather, blanket, a pillow to place under your neck, eye pillow on top of your eyes. Just finding this resting place for your own body to rest upon, for your mind to settle, and for the breath here fully finding its own place, the calmness, the stillness, the restfulness. And this is a beautiful time in the final of a practice to really check in with ourselves, to knowing that we are practicing in the now. We are living in the now, right here, right now, in this moment. In a sense, as we call eternity, is not just everlasting time. Eternity is beyond time. Eternity is beyond time, and it is now. Now is eternity. Now is infinite. For the idea of time has length. But eternity has no length. And the closest thing to it, to eternity, in our own experience, is what we call the present moment. It cannot be measured, but it is always here. The present moment can't be measured, but it's always here, right now. The moment you're resting our breath into the space of our physical body, just allow your breath here to fully returning to the space. And sensing your little fingers, your toes, your feet. And taking your time, we can gently roll ourselves to one side, or perhaps rocking forward and back to prepare ourselves to return to our sitting. And as we come up to our final sitting here, just finding your easy Sukhasana, easy pose, cross-legged position, and allow your palms here to rest again on top of your knees, your leg, palms face up. Eyes gently closed. Start just sensing any sensation that returning from the bottom of your feet towards the top of your crown. Any sensation. And just simply dropping again to this internal landscape. The temple, the body. And just return, bring palms back to the heart center. And just allowing a little gap, a little space for the heart energy to enter into your healing hands as we're connecting the fingertips. I'm sensing the left feminine side, sensing the right masculine side of us. And allow your heart starting to speak itself with this union, with this harmony, connection that we cultivate from our practice today. We're gently bowing forward into the heart space. Grateful for our practice today, together with you virtually, collectively. Thank you, namaste. I hope you have a beautiful day and having a space to prepare your recovery, for your health, for your mental health, physical health, and also have enough space and capacity to prepare for the return. So we should see you very soon in the space of alchemy in mid-June. So we're just counting down for the final few weeks here, and before we all return, just keep in mind to really sit within and connect with your heart, and that's what it all matters. It is now. And so thank you for sharing your now with me. And my name is Coco. If there's any question, feedback, please feel free to reach out, and we'd love to see you in the real space very soon. All my love to you guys. Namaste. Thank you.